A deaf person is a person with special needs. Communication to a person who is deaf or a PW of that particular category requires a lot of skill. As police, we take cognizance of that gap. You realize that there are specific and deliberate steps in a positive direction we have taken to address communication with the PWDs. We are always communicating to our staff about the need to pay attention to the communication needs of people with disabilities, and in particular category of the deaf. But what is police's policy guideline? What is its position? Its position is the national position. Its position is altering to even the best every day. We are building capabilities. Like I've told you, we are cognizant of that deficit and we are building capabilities. And anyone can become a casualty in a protest, depending on the escalation of violence, depending on the levels of cooperation between adversary party. You know, for us in these situations, we do not call the other ones enemies. No, we call them, in our language of police, we call them momentary opponents. We can be at a standoff where we disagree, but we do not look at a rioter, a demonstrator, a procession crowd as an enemy force. Now, but that one does not mean that the circumstance and the environment cannot descend into violence. Because one common characteristic about environments of that nature is that anything can trigger a crowd into a violent mob. And before you realize, stones are flying all over the place, police is firing tear gas, and that is where also a PW can easily become a victim of a deteriorated situation. So he may not or she may not be targeted as a PW. However, we would employ in any circumstances the officers in charge that environment to pay particular attention to the vulnerability of a PWD interest. But what I would like to say on a whole is that we enforce the laws of Uganda and also protect the lives and rights of citizens, irrespective, actually, whether you are a PWD, whether you are a person who has challenges, physical challenges, or no disability. At the end of the day, we don't want to first gauge you on the basis of your category to give you a service. We shall give you the service. We, at every station in this country, every region, we have structures of communication. Now, when a citizen, whether a PW, has a challenge, the challenge might be that he has an infringement on his rights by a police officer or by any other citizen. He is supposed to walk to the nearest station. If he's a PWD, as we had said, particularly in the category of the deaf, that is when we bring in and assign or an interpreter whom we usually have at regional level, who comes in and then interprets, and then we take on.